Hello, everybody, and good morning. Welcome to the Top Producer Show. So our mission is to educate and equip servant leaders. Our vision is to create financially independent achievers, and our purpose is to help people grow. And right now we're going over the book, If You're Not First, You're Last by Grant Cardone, and we're on the last chapter today, which is how to guarantee your position. So before we go into that, I'm going to attempt to try to invite some people on here, and it's not going to let me. So I'm going to have to do this on the computer.
Yeah, so Facebook is censoring what we're doing, which I guess is the new norm. If you want a new norm, that's what the new norm is. Mm-hmm. Fact-checking and censorship. How to guarantee your position. It says, I feel that now is my job to inspire you to actually implement and execute these actions. Let's face it, the big, the bad, the vast economy is not going to accommodate you with more opportunities and more business without you taking some serious initial steps. The economy most likely doesn't even know you exist. You know, it doesn't care. You know, people are like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. Well, the world is moving by regardless. Time is moving by regardless. Time's really the enemy here. Up till now, you only operate as a small part of the economy and probably never gave it any thought to creating it your own. The government is not going to bail you out, not going to come help you, and it certainly is not going to help you and your company advance and conquer. In fact, if it's offered to you, you'd probably be better off resisting and not taking their help. And that remains to be true today. The money gods aren't going to guarantee your sovereignty or your financial freedom, no matter how hard you work or pray to them. And the economy is in a state it's in. If you can be part of it, then get whatever's left over of the billions of dollars and take your piece of the pie, basically. Taking the time to pick up this book and read it suggests that not only do you want to do something different, for this, I acknowledge and congratulate you. Well done to you, basically either getting the book and let alone kind of getting to the end. Betty Boyles, what's happening? Becky. Now, if you want the world to give you a standing, ovation, put the lessons to work. Interestingly, one of the most effective ways of perfecting these disciplines is to help others attain and implement these actions themselves. When people with common goals and motivations come together, they tend to learn faster, become more supportive. So basically it's like build a group. So gather a group of like-minded, unreasonable, and highly driven people, which is what we're going to have to do. I was going to put out a couple messages say, if you want to see our show, we're no longer going to be on Facebook. Yesterday I was able to do a live on YouTube directly. And that worked out really well. It was more clear, and all we're going to do is just send out a text message or email ahead of time and be like, here's where to go, here's when. Then help one another apply and commit to these actions. Hold one another accountable. Go through one chapter per week in a study and discussion session. Something tells me that you didn't pick up this book because you are comfortable or satisfied with where you're at. Chances are you want to change. There are disciplines you must pursue in order to be first and not last. So I hope that you elect to be uncomfortable, at least for a little while. So that's something that's uncommon but needed. I even hope that you're ridiculed, judged, and basically mocked a bit because you're willing to go to lengths. You will reach every financial and personal goal you've ever set. So you're going to get laughed at, you're going to get talked about, you're going to have fingers pointed at you if you do anything abnormal. We don't keep a normal schedule, so we know people are pointing fingers at us. We don't do what everybody else is doing job-wise, so people are pointing fingers at us. We don't follow what the TV says, so people are pointing fingers at us. Oh, you're so weird, you're so different. Yeah, we'll still be alive. I suggest that you become fanatic of each of these actions and use them to basically completely be unreasonable in all ways. Be outrageous in your thinking, relentless in your execution, and unreasonable in your actions, and you too will advance and conquer. So he gives it afterwards. He said, regardless of whether you're basically starting out or been in business for a while, or even a veteran of business, my hope is this book inspires you and changes you. Change requires actions, not just ideas. Make the material in this book part of your daily operation, so all the questions are good to go through. Whether you're riding the wave of some great opportunity or in the mindset of economic contraction, the technology and actions found here will either advance the wave or allow you to advance and conquer while you're basically trying to figure out, so that way you don't become a victim. I don't want you to be one of the people saying that I'm just trying to get by, I'm just trying to be comfortable, I'm just trying to make it, constantly afraid and uncertain about the market. I want you to be above the scene of independent and want you to basically make things happen. Be careful not to underestimate the tools because they seem obvious and simple. The most effective tools usually are. That's what I was trying to teach. Put down James Vance. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, James, and we were talking about real estate, and he was like, what way can I get more buyers? I'm like, you have to do something that nobody else is doing if you want to get something nobody else is getting. And we were talking about effective marketing. And don't read this book one time and think it's going to change you. While the rest of the world is preoccupied with problems, your job is to now feel every single thought, action, and solution, so that way you can advance. I am greatly interested in the success you'll find from using this information, and I welcome your calls and emails. I also want to know what difficulties you encounter, and he gives us basically his email and everything. Be deaf when someone says you can't. It says, be deaf when someone says you cannot do it. Be deaf when somebody says it's impossible. Be deaf when anybody tries to put limits on you. For these people who make efforts to limit and basically suggest that you cannot fulfill your dreams, these people are dangerous. These people have given up their dreams. They seek to basically convince you to do the same. And do not be confused by when they suggest that they are only trying to help you. People confuse help a lot. Oh, we're here from the government and we're here to help you. They're not here to help you. That whole phrase, anytime the government shows up and says, I'm here to help you, it's just like most people, I'm here to help you. They're not really here to help you. They're here to advance their cause of what they want. So that is exactly what I thought. That is just how it works. So unfortunately, so that's the book. If you're not first, you're last. Again, really, really good. A couple chapters in here, kind of have pieces that everybody needs in business. So that's what we're doing. We'll launch a new book mañana. What else?
If you guys haven't yet, you want to go to the Top Producer Show Facebook page, and you want to go join that page, and also go join us on YouTube. YouTube's actually a much better platform. But go join us there as well, because each one of these videos is going to be uploaded to there now. I know I missed yesterday's uploading it to YouTube. That's only because we had a sick cat yesterday and I had to run her to the vet. So I will have both of those videos uploaded from yesterday and today, so that way you guys have both of those. So with that, that's what we have for you, and we will see you tomorrow.